Hello, Legionnaires! Today we face off against a technologically advanced foe. Fear not, for I will give you all the tactical information you need to face it head-on. Firstly, we must analyze thy enemy, so gather round as I tell you all you must know. The first Titanfall incorporated hectic first-person shooting with wall running, double jumps, and mech suits, which provided a unique twist to what some would view as a stagnant genre. Now, Titanfall 2 aims to up the ante and correct the shortcomings of the initial installment. But, does it succeed in this endeavor, or is it better left offline? As with all my reviews, I'll go over a brief plot synopsis, the good, and the not so good.
Stand by for Titanfall!
Titanfall 2 puts you in the boots of Jack Cooper, a militia rifleman turned pilot who partners up with a Titan called BT-7274, or BT for short. After losing his first pilot, BT establishes a neural link with Jack as the two embark on a dangerous mission to cripple the Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation, aka the IMC, who is bent on controlling and mining a host of smaller colonies known as the Frontier. Without giving too much away, any campaign would have been better than what was given to us in the first Titanfall, but this one blows any expectations out of the water with its sense of scale, empowering firefights, and many fun twists on the Titanfall formula.
Pilot, are you alright?
My luck, this place is going to turn itself inside out.
Or upside down, considering the circumstances.
Titanfall 2 does so many things well, and I'm happy to say that the campaign is truly one of them. Each level feels unique and expertly crafted, while also being a true spectacle to behold. It really does an excellent job of making you feel like this unstoppable force, whilst also providing a significant challenge. Also, the ability to change your Titan's loadout at any time, after you've acquired them of course, makes you feel like you always have the right tool for the job. There were plenty of moments where I was cackling with delight as I rained down missiles whilst flying around in the air with the North Star configuration, or mowed down Titan after Titan with the Legion's chain gun. This campaign is truly a blast, and I had a goofy smile on my face during my entire playthrough. Taking all you've learned in the campaign and applying it to multiplayer is a smooth and easy transition. All the wall running and sliding you did before are valuable and crucial to success in all the modes. From what I've played thus far, Titanfall 2's multiplayer is even better than its predecessor in every way. Classic modes like their take on Team Deathmatch and Control Point Domination make their return, but the mode Bounty Hunt seems like it's the game's favorite child, so to speak. In this particular brand of gun-running chaos, each team acquires money from killing other players or AI-controlled enemies. During certain intervals in the match, things will pop up in predetermined locations where you can deposit your cash. Depending on how flush you are with money, will determine how long you must remain close to the banking structure. If you are killed at any time, your funds become halved and the person who kills you can even sometimes gain an extra bounty you may have acquired earlier. It makes for a fun game of cat and mouse while you camp at banks to take out unsuspecting players. Customization was sorely lacking in Titanfall, and Titanfall 2 does a good job of taking a first step to catching up to its competitors. Guns, pilots, and Titans can all be given various paint jobs and camo skins, which helped add a personalized feel to each of your loadouts.
What a sharpshooter! You are dominating. Nice double kill.
Overall, multiplayer feels wonderful and a full leap forward for the franchise. The last thing I want to give an honorable mention to is the grapple hook. Now, if you're a fan of mine, then you know I love a good grapple hook, and Titanfall 2 has an amazing one. It functions as either a point-to-point grapple like you get in something like Just Cause 3 or the Arkham games, or you can use it to swing around like Spider-Man. The grapple has this momentum and skill that is required to be competent that makes it exhilarating to use. Respawn, you guys nailed it. Now, let's go over a couple of the game's missteps, which are very few. Firstly, while I was very happy with how the levels and the flow of the campaign felt, the story was quite lackluster. I'm still relatively unaware of who the main players are in the overall universe. I realize this is pretty much the first true stab at making a strong narrative for this mythos, but I was hoping for a more gripping tale. The other drawback that the game suffers from is still a somewhat thin arsenal to choose from. Keeping in mind that the gun selection is split between both the pilots and the Titans, it feels like they're holding back where the pilots are concerned. It isn't a huge negative by any means, and I prefer quality over quantity, but I was hoping for a little more variety. This is combated, however, by the fact that there are 6 different classes of Titans to choose from, with their own unique weapons, advantages, and weaknesses. The problem is that you typically spend a majority of your time as a pilot, especially when starting out, and this problem is more noticeable during those first hours. Titanfall 2 is an outstanding step forward for the franchise. Gone are the days of burn cards and only 3 Titans to choose from. The controls are truly the best I've ever played in any first-person shooter, and the campaign is a true spectacle from start to finish. While the game's story and lack of truly impressive weapon cache keep it from utter greatness, Titanfall 2 is definitely worth your time. So, agree with my review? Let me know in the comments below, and also feel free to like and subscribe if you aren't a Legionnaire already. If you really want to help, share with a buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Adapt and overcome, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Last thing I want to mention here is about the Smart Pistol. Now, you get to use it at the very end of the game, and I still just love this weapon. I get people had a problem with it in the last game, but man, it is just gratifying to the nth degree. Smart Pistol, you'll always have a place in my heart.